And take the opportunity to finely tune your drawing. There is a place where the paper becomes conditioned enough. I consider it conditioned. I don't want to press down too hard. It's not necessarily burnishing it. It's not making it smooth. But I can come in here with my 4H and I will now come in and I'll do some really short strokes if I have to catch those little voids, those little places that make it noticeable that there's a texture that doesn't belong. I don't want things that are going to make this little face anything other than the smooth face and head that it is. And yet I might come in here eventually and even be able to use my 2B pencil if I am really good at feathering it on, and it will help me increase the values in some of these areas. Or it might be the HB. As soon as you start putting on too much, back up and use the appropriate pencil. If you're regulating your pressure, that pencil is going to help you achieve exactly what you want, and you'll know what to expect because you always have a regulated pressure. But you will be able to go lighter and lighter by lessening the pressure. But there's a maximum amount of pressure that you want to stick with. And this is an opportunity for me now to really just subtly, and I want to be patient. If I'm not patient, I'm not going to achieve this. I could do some more things with this, but this is also our opportunity to not only increase the value in a few places, to refine some of the spaces and the little pits in the paper, whatever it happens to be. Use the appropriate pencil. It's very possible that the 4H is going to do a whole lot for you. But now I also want to create enough contrast. So when I come back in here, I'm going to want to see where I might need to clean it up. And it might be with this eraser here. When I use the point, I'm going to be able to take some subtle little value that might have been cast in there, and I can go ahead and brighten up a highlight. I don't want to take it down to nothing and just have plain paper, because anything that has nothing in it is going to end up by being flat. It's going to be just as flat as this piece of paper is because there's absolutely no value on it. The only way I can suggest that there is a contour, and you can see this happening, is look, we create an illusion, and look at that wonderful opportunity. We could duplicate this and give us an opportunity to see what the contour is by adding value to it. So the value, the farther away it gets from the light source over here, it's going to get darker and darker unless there's a secondary light. And so the brightest point, we want to be able to nail that down too, because you'll see how as it goes over here, when it's curved, it gets a little darker again. Not as dark because it's on the bright side of the face. But these are all things that are consistent principles and rules that we can use to really come up with what we want to do with our drawings.